day two. So here's the first true thing about today. I haven't played the organ in 3 months. I've been playing since like age five, the organ, the harpsichord, the piano. I'm in Switzerland right now on exchange, and there's just been no time, no instruments, no really space for it, and I can feel the absence. There's a kind of peace you get sitting at an instrument and improvising your heart out, right? It's really like spiritually grounding, calming for the mind. And I'm walking around without it at the moment. I'm telling you that because today wasn't a day I sat at the organ or anything. Today was a day I spent 12 hours on the laptop, and I want this channel to be honest about what the days actually look like, not just the romantic version, right? So here's what made today worth it. I went through a 6 hour course from my mentor on agentic AI workflows, 6 hours, and somewhere in the middle of it, something clicked that had been like circling for months. I saw exactly how to restructure the AI systems for my clients, pull everything into one integrated environment, one folder, one source of truth. All the chaos of API keys and platforms and debugging goofy stuff on Meta and Facebook got me so frustrated. But yeah, now all 10 tools will be collapsed into clarity. So Claude Code will be doing most of the work, my man, and I'll be sitting on top of it, holding the context, steering the wheel, making the calls only a human can make. So I sat there at my desk. I was really excited, right? Because I realized this is the thing I've been doing my whole life, right? Turning chaos into clarity. That's what frustrates me most in the world, right? People sort of gatekeeping by making things sound more complicated than they actually are, right? I love stripping it back to the simple version. And AI lets me do that at scale I couldn't before. It's not replacing me, it's amplifying me, right? And the human taste, the human love, the polarized way I want to live, full of love and with an open heart, that stays mine, right? And the relationships I have with people, that doesn't get automated, right? And yeah, second thing from today, I watched a video of someone successful, young as well, and he said something I keep turning over. He works in sprints, right? 12-hour days, no distractions, complete focus. And then he lives, he travels, he's on beautiful islands, training martial arts, eating real food with beautiful people, beautiful women. And he lives the way he works fully, like both extremes, no middle. And that's what I love about it, like this kind of polarization, right? Instead of being like a neutral NPC that doesn't have any taste, that just follows the crowd, right? That's the polarity I want. Those extremes, work, life, and the fog is in the middle, right? The gray is in the middle. The half working, half relaxing, half here, half somewhere else life. That's the trap. I want to work like I mean it and live like I mean it, right? And refuse the middle entirely. My biggest vocation and aspiration is to be the best father, the best husband, right? And yeah, like when you have young children that look up to you, when you have this beautiful connection with a soulmate, your future wife, you need to be able to live life. You need to be polarized. You need to be at peace with yourself and with how life works. Yeah. One more thing briefly, because it was Ascension Day a few days, like yesterday, and it's been in my head, right? My father is a church minister. I've been in church like almost every Sunday of my life. I started to play the organ for churches as a teen, and then I eventually realized I was only going for the music, right? For the hymns, for the harmonies, the way it made me feel. I struggle with religion. I don't really struggle with faith. Jesus was against religion. Faith is personal. Religion is institutional, and I'm still working out where I stand. I don't have answers, and I don't trust people who claim they do. Neither the Christians with answers for everything, nor the atheists with answers for everything. I'd rather sit with the questions than rather than pretend, right? I like this adaptability of potentially being on both sides, right? Um, yeah, I agree with Christians. I agree with atheists. I love God, but I sometimes can't speak with God. But I just, yeah, I'll come back to this another day. Yeah, it's just I could speak for hours on that. But yeah, as I said, I'd been on my laptop all day, so at some point this afternoon, I just stopped. I took my car out, BMW 1 Series in Switzerland. I drove through the empty Swiss roads as the sun went down, pulled over at one point, got out, shadow boxed under the sky for a few minutes, jumped around, and then sun on my face, no phone, no purpose, just being alive, right, in my body for 10 minutes. That's the part of the day I remember in a year, not the 6 hour course, although I probably will. But yeah, that's day two. The work, the music I'm missing, the polarity I'm chasing, the faith I'm wrestling with, the sun on my face, the whole man, not one slice. See you tomorrow.